Hello, good evening, ladies. I'm sorry, guys, kept you guys waiting and waiting this past week. All right, I'm gonna get you guys to it right now. I'm gonna start. I'm coming to you live right. I'm Khalil by the host of Khalil Sports, and I'm coming to you live right here, links for Virginia Loud Cat Area. Today, ladies, I get you guys for the Serena Williams got her first round win in the U.S. Open last night, and they were sending four results. The full results, by the way, RJ Barrett has finalized an offer to be with the Knicks, to remain with the Knicks. Bills Mafia released matter raised over the gang rape allegation that he was in. And Cam Smith and five others have left to be with Live Golf. And that's all, and many more news to come, by the way, guys. I'm going to get you guys to it. First things first, Serena Williams got her first round win at the 2020 US Open. Big congrats to her on that. She got that last night. In other news, I'm going to get into the NWA 74 results, what went down. Country Gentlemen, they defeat Gold Rushh. Rhett Titus defeats VSK. Rodney Mack defeats the Pope. Caprice, Coleman, and Gustavo, they defeated the Wrecking Ball. Legursky and Colby Corino. EC3 defeats MIMS. Miserably Faithful defeats the Ill Begotten in Beezlebub's Bedlam match. Adonis defeats Odinson by DQ. Homicide retains NWA Junior heavyweight title. Rolando Freeman defeats Mack Cardona. Doug Williams versus Rhett Titus ends in a draw. Angelina Love defeats Terrence Terrell. Carrie Morton defeats Gustavo. Natalia Markova wins the Queen Bee match. Colby Corino defeats Caprice Coleman 2 out of 3 falls. The Fixers are the new NWA USA Tag Team Champs. Magic Jack Dumas defeats Mercurio. Davey Richards retains the MLW National Openweight title. Joe Gallagher proposed to his girlfriend. Cyan retains the NWA National Heavyweight title. Pretty and Power, they have retained the NWA Women's Tag Team titles in Kings Highway Street Fight. Homicide retains the NWA Junior Heavyweight title. Nick Aldis defeats Flip Gordon. Kratos and Pope, they defeat Aaron Stevens and Rodney Mack in a Missouri Tag Team Tornado match. EC3 versus Tom Latimer was a no contest. Camille retains the NWA Women's title, and Trevor Murdoch retains the NWA title. Those are the NWA 74 full results, and that's all there's you got to know on that. In other news, in Hawaii, they're the 2022 Little League World Series champs. Big congrats to them on that. In other news, RJ Barrett's finalized a 4-year, $120 million rookie extension offer with the Knicks, by the way, making him the youngest $100 million player in Knicks history at 22. The Knicks are trying to pursue Donovan Mitchell, by the way. In other news, that Bills Mafia, they have released matter raised and due to the game violation that he and 2 other San Diego State players were facing, by the way. He was accused of that. And not looking good there. So this is all part of now. They were all involved in a game rape allegation, by the way, of a 17-year-old girl. By the way, so that's not looking good there. And there could be other repercussions awaiting there. Another news that Jimmy G stays with the 49ers on a restricted 1-year offer. So that's all the news you need to know on that. In other news that not so good news here. Cam Smith, Joaquin Nickerman, Harold Varner III, Cameron Tringale, Mark Leishman, and Tyron Lineri, they're ditching the PGA Tour to play at Live Golf. So that's all that is you got to know on that. Not looking good. They're really not looking good. So they should have stayed with PGA Tour. That's what they should have done. Now there's the LeBron James and the 2 sons, Bronny and Bryce. They are landing on the Sports Illustrated cover on the Chosen Sons Sports Illustrated cover. So amazing is there. Another is that Brian Robinson was released from the hospital after being shot twice in an armed robbery attempt in D.C. It ensued at the 1000 block of H Street Northeast. Suspects are teens, by the way. So the Capitol D.C. police, they're looking for the 2 perpetrators responsible for this attack, and that's all they got to know on that. Another news, by the way, that Cap and Nessa Diaz, they announced their first kill. Big congrats to them on that. In other news, that Nikki Bella and Artem, they are married. They got married in Paris, so big congrats to them on that. In other news, that Scott Spina was sentenced to 3 years behind bars for the Tom Brady Super Bowl rings probe. So not looking good there. In other news, that Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah, they are the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champs. But I think people weren't having that because they still won that legally. And I just say congrats to them on that. In other news, Calvin Ridley, Mariah Carey, Brad Guzman, and Marlo Hampton, they are targets of celebrity home robberies in ATL. The 26 people were charged. They were accused of violating the anti-gang and racketeering laws. The drug rich gang. They were accused of armed robbery, carjacking, kidnapping, shootings, and home invasions. Not look good there. Now there's the Velveteen Dream was arrested twice last week in Florida. Now he was booked on a misdemeanor charges on battery and trespass property, booked in violation of probation from drug case. Now back in 2020 he was accused of sending indecent photos to underage kiddos. Not looking good there. Awful. Not looking good. Another is that Eagles they get Chauncey Gardner Johnson and get Saints to get 2025 7th-round pick for a 2023 fifth round pick and worse of their 2 6th-round picks in 2024. So that's all it is you got to know on that. And others that Andersonville is going to take on the piece of trash Jake Paul in October. In other news, by the way, I want to say brother wishes out to Warren Buffett, Michael Chikis, Cameron Diaz, Lisa Ling, BB Rexa, Ted Williams, Andy Roddick, Boogie, Dwayne Bacon, Camilla Poindexter, Michael, Michelle, Mayno, Erica Klein, Kaylee Lima, T-Rex, Johanna Brady, Jessica Sanders, Jessica Henwick, Roxanne Montana, Adam Wainwright, Gaia Weiss, Georgia Love, Mikhail Bridges, Odd Capra, Sylvia Earle, Angelica Marie, Yvonne, Pharaoh. Happy 35th milestone anniversary to Street Fighter. Happy 15-year anniversary to Fighting Vipers. And that's all the news you got to know on that. Everybody send my brother wish out tweets. Be sure to do some of that. That's all that you got to know on that. All right, ladies, that's going to do it there for the Cool Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Cool Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook page by A&M. That's what he thoughts on Killer Ron James and with Bronny and Bryce Lane on the sports shows that cover cut shows and sons. Let me know about that. If that's on Leah and Raquel Rodriguez become the new women's tag team champs, let me know about that. Thought Serena Williams making it in the first round of 22 years old. Let me know about that. Also, your brother was to be Rex, Lisa Lang, Warren Buffett, Michael Chiklis, Cameron Diaz, and others. Be sure to do some of that. That's all the news you got to know on that. I'll be back from Breaking News, times live updates so much so on. So hold on, more in the Close Sports. So thanks for later. There's you got to know. So everybody take care of you guys. You guys have a good evening. Please be safe with that. Bye bye.